January 18th, 2026. A sprawling winter storm and Arctic air mass dominate today's operational weather picture from the Gulf Coast to the Canadian border, with impactful snow, frigid temperatures, and mixed precipitation threats aligned along a deepening surface low and reinforcing cold front. Expect flight operations in the southeast hubs and into Florida to contend with rain mixing to light snow or sleet early today with low ceilings and patchy restrictions near ATL, MIA, JAX, and TLH. Brief accumulations on untreated surfaces are possible but remain light. Across the Ohio Valley into the Great Lakes and upper Midwest, a stacked system is producing widespread snow squalls, and blowing snow with reduced visibility and gusty winds, leading to active advisories around ORD, CLE, and DTW, with lake effect enhancement near the Michigan shoreline and heavier banded snow over western Michigan, prompting winter storm warnings and potential ground stops. Northeast operations into Philly, New York area and BOS are contending with accumulating snow and mixed precipitation as the baroclinic zone shifts offshore, with IFR to LIFR ceilings, lower visibilities, and slick taxiways expected through the afternoon. Mechanistically, strong cold advection and a vigorous upper trough are driving cyclogenesis inland, pulling Gulf moisture northward, and enhancing QPF along and ahead of the front, while steep lapse rates support dynamic snow growth rates at times. In the central plains into Kansas and Missouri, cold advection dominates with clipper-type energy, producing scattered light snow showers that may lower ceilings through midday, but without significant accumulations. Winds aloft will tighten with strong northwest flow, contributing to moderate turbulence near flight level 400 plus, and crosswind components at DFW and ICT. The Intermountain and West Coast remain under dry high pressure with VFR conditions and light winds, though strong subsidence and cold overnight temperatures may produce widespread ground fog and localized freezing fog at SLC and SEA departures early. Across the Mid-Atlantic, cold air damming east of the Appalachians supports a corridor of mixed perceive and low ceilings impacting RIC and IAD corridors before transitioning to snow late today, with tight thermal gradients and wind shifts expected along the front there. Convection hazards are minimal nationwide today, but significant icing risk exists in melting layers within the northern bands of precipitation from the mid-south through the northeast, warranting vigilance on climb and descent profiles. Winds aloft are brisk across much of the east and midwest, with 40 to 55 knots, jet streaks coupling with the surface trough, enhancing shear and bumpiness en route over the plains into the Great Lakes, while the southeast will see sustained southerlies ahead of the front, with LLWS potential near frontal boundaries. Freezing levels are collapsing rapidly with the advancing polar air mass, dropping below 3,000 feet into the Ohio Valley and Northeast by afternoon, elevating icing and cold weather considerations on descent into key hubs. In summary, today's chief impacts for flight ops are accumulating snow and low visibilities from the Great Lakes into the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, mixed precip and IFR ceilings in the Southeast into Florida, strong winds and turbulence along frontal gradients, and widespread Arctic cold that will continue to challenge ground operations and aircraft performance through tonight.